Hey guys, Spartan here, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. In the last video we pretty much scaled Sin's hide. So, yeah, it's pretty much all that really happened. And we saw Ascendi and stuff like that. Now, Overdrive. Titus did learn Overdrive in a Slayer mode, and I did equip it off screen. So it charges when a character defeats an enemy by 20% per enemy, which is actually quite a lot if you're killing a bunch of small enemies. Doesn't help against bosses, however, so I would probably be equipping them. I probably should be changing them for bosses, but honestly it doesn't matter. You don't need more than one overdrive per boss, unless it's like the stuff endgame, but by then you won't be using Slayer. So there's some mana spheres over here. It doesn't really matter though. There is a scripted fight here. It's a tutorial fight. Seed cannon, in your face, Kimari.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a Lancet?
What's a Lancet?
It's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Oh yeah, so I fixed the sound. It was on 9 on my TV, but now it is on, like, only 5. So Kimari learned a new overdrive. It really doesn't matter, however. Reason being, we're not going to be using Kimari for, like, most of the game. I want Yuna to get extractability off on this thing because we need more ability spheres this early on in the game. So basically, you hit an enemy and they now drop ability spheres. Bam. That had to hurt. And we won't be using Lulu most of the game because magic really sucks late game. It's good early game, sucks late game. Let's see if Titus can get a overkill with a crit. Nope, doesn't matter, he got 20% overdrive gauge charge anyway. I want Titus's overdrive to be up when fighting that boss over there. I'm just going to hoard some more ability spheres before we do the boss. So, this chest contains Scout, which is a piece of equipment for Waka. And it has Ice Strike and Sensor. The Ice Strike isn't that important. It does mean he can overkill the flying enemies in this zone. But other than that, it doesn't do much. You're pretty much just using it for the sensor. So I'm going to walk around. I need Titus's overdrive gauge to be ready to fight this boss because I want to get an overkill for reasons beyond the mundane.
I'm fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Also, as a plant, it is not weak to water at all. Which doesn't really make sense considering you can drown plants. I mean, have you ever tried to? They die in floods fairly easily. And just hit Titus, it doesn't matter. It's kind of weak anyway. So yeah, not Titus, Yuna is a white mage, and you may notice her head actually moves depending on who she's targeting. Which is a nice touch. As opposed to a bad touch. I do need Titus to get this kill to charge his overdrive gauge. Just stop attacking him. He is currently the strongest character in the party, better than Kimari. Better than Kimari does! Okay, ability spheres. Let me go and use those right now. Titus, you go here and get more defense. You probably could have used that before. Also, defense does not, like, mean, oh hey, you have, like, 5 defense. Damage you take is reduced by 5. It doesn't work that way. Also, I'd like to point out something, before we... Wait, hang on, I'll at least move Yuna over here first. Yes. Okay, so, if we go to our Aeon stats, we have Valor 4 over here, and, you know, take a look at his stats. 18, 23, 23, 23, 10, 17, 19, and 11. So those are his stats, and he has 24 MP. So, these stats are based on Yuna's stats, so if we, for example, go to Yuna and we increase... Wow, we really don't have any spheres other than power and mana. So we increase Yuna's MP, magic, and magic defense. The Aeon stats will go up. Not 1 for 1, as interestingly enough, Yuna's magic increases all the stats on an Aeon. So you may notice that Valor 4 now has 48 more HP than he had before and 3 MP. And you see his stats have gone up. It used to be 23, 23, 23 down there, now it's 25, 26, 26. So, leveling up Yuna is the way to level up Aeons, and they also passively level up for every, like, battle you've been in. It's a bit weird, but you'll get used to it. Hey, look, Waka gets magic, which he does not need throughout, like, any of the game. I'll probably use magic for him, like, once or twice. So, yep, we're coming up to this boss right here.
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
So you don't actually need to fight this guy, you can just walk around him, but we're gonna kill him anyway. We need to talk to Luzu, however.
The Ochu is no garden variety fiend.
Yes, he is.
We could throw 100 crusaders at it and still lose.
Well, your crusaders fucking suck then.
Ochu poison is a surefire way to get to the far plane and fast.
So he gives you 4 antidotes. These are fairly useful. So now, let's go fight the bitch. Also, you can walk around here and you have your sword out, which happens very few times. You can walk away, but it doesn't help anything. So, Chia. I'm going to use Chia 5 times, of course, because Chia is the best way to increase Titus's strength, and he needs his overdrive to be able to kill Ochu with an overkill, because Ochu drops... Hang on, let me switch to someone else, because Yuna has absolutely no use in this fight right now. Ochu drops MP spheres, which are not mana spheres, they're MP spheres. And what they do is that they turn empty nodes into the sphere grid into plus MP slots, which increase your MP by 40 instead of the regular 20, so they're very useful. I should put the cursor on memories, because I keep using Chia many times in a row. So yep. Ochu also rarely, which is, like every enemy has a rare drop, it's 12.5% instead of the 87.5% chance that they drop what they normally drop. And Ochu drops HP spheres, which instead of giving 200 HP, they give 300 HP, which is very good early game. So imagine Titus had an extra 300 HP. Yeah, it would be pretty great. And wow, Ochu, you fucking suck, man. Okay. And if you overkill him, of course, he drops double what he normally drops, which means he dropped 2 of them. So 2 HP spheres this early on in the game is amazing. Now, Ochu is below half health. Well, he's almost below half health. When he's below half health, he will go to sleep, which means that he will start regenerating HP. Okay, that's 5 cheers. So I will not be resetting no matter what spheres I get, because I have a plan for MP spheres if I get them. I won't be using them both immediately, but I will be using them both in time. HP spheres I'll probably use immediately. I just have, you know, there's reason for both of them. Now Ochu over here counterattacks with Earthquake when awakened. And he will not awaken if you attack him with magic. I just want to wake him up immediately because he has regen currently on him. And regen, of course, you know, he is regenerating health over time. From anywhere between 100 to 1/10 of his maximum HP per action. Any character action, that is. Okay, I'm going to take Waka out and put in Yuna so I can heal Titus. Cure, heal, bit of HP, which is enough for this stage of the game, 595. It's a good amount. Let's go Waka. Also, the reason Ochu skipped an attack before is because he was under silence, and he has one attack that can be silenced, and that's water. And he's on like a rotation or something. And Ochu has about enough HP to be killed by Titus's overdrive. I do need Titus's overdrive in order to get overkill. Poison Claw. Let's just go back to Yuna and just do nothing, I guess. Okay. Timing, don't fail me now. There we go. That does a lot of damage with 5 times Chia. Okay, let's see. Do we get HP spheres? My hopes are not up, but I still have them. Nope, we got MP spheres. Okay, that's fine. I will be using probably one of them, like, immediately, and I'll be using the other one fairly later.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
You won't,
Young
Garter.
Crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Pretty good. Okay, so, I believe you are healed after that. Oh wait, no, you're not healed after that battle. Okay. You can, however, unlike Darkest Dungeon, heal out of battle. So let me just cast Cure on these two. Does remove Yuna's MP. So, Sphere Grid. Waka. Waka has no MP spheres near him. I shouldn't have moved him. But yeah, I'm going to use one on Waka because Waka currently has 10 MP, and his next MP gain is by here. You know, by Sleep Attack over here. So I'm going to be using it on this slot, so he's going to have, instead of 30 HP, he's then going to jump up to 70 MP, and he is a tactician, kind of, so he uses status effects everywhere. So, it is fairly useful to get him MP. The other one, however, I am going to use a bit later. Nice camera. I believe you talk to this person. Follow this trail. Poisonous fiends. Have a remedy. Nice. Remedies are hard to get in this game. In fact, you can use the skill Bribe on Ochu if you decide not to fight him and come back to Kilika later on in the game. And it's actually pretty much worth your while, as he drops like 80 remedies if you use Bribe on him. You do need a lot of things, a lot of money to bribe him with. But it's worth it. That is if you do not want to get the HP or MP spheres. Because of course you don't get them if you're using Bribe. And just burn to the ground. Need to get these AP spheres. Ability spheres.
You're not too bad.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Not bad. You should have seen the 1,000 he dealt to Ochu. If only I could find enemies that I can overkill so I can get double the AP spheres. Who needs to use abilities? You do. I also need speed spheres to get Lulu's evasion up. Because Lulu has a lot of evasion. Like, she's got, this is a 4 here, there's another 4 here. She just has a lot of evasion. Right, let's see, where were we going? Oh yeah, this way isn't the way to Kilika Temple, but it has something I believe is actually worthwhile, unlike those stupid mana spheres. Luck Sphere. So Luck Sphere changes Empty Node into Luck Node. Now, if you are new to this game, you will most likely use this immediately, because like, oh yeah, increase the luck stat. Unfortunately, the sphere you need to increase luck nodes...
Yuna! Aeon!
Just who do you think you are?
I'm not using an Aeon for this. So, I just lost my train of thought. The sphere you need to activate luck nodes is called the Fortune Sphere. Now, the Fortune Sphere is very, very rare, as in, like, it's only dropped by one enemy in the entire game. And that enemy is Earth Eater, which you will not see for, like, 70% of the game. Oh yeah, this guy drops speed spheres. I probably should have killed this guy. Need those.
Told ya!
So you can only get them from chests, and there's like 3 of them in the entire game that you can get from chests. So basically, yeah, you're not going to be able to unlock that for like a huge amount of the game. In fact, grinding for Fortune Spheres is the most tedious process in the game, especially if you are going for no Sphere Grid run. Reason being is because you have to fight Earth Eater a whole bunch of times. And you may think, oh, just how bad can it be? I'll be showing off Earth Eater later because, of course, I'll need my character to have like 140 luck or some stupid amount like that. Because luck pretty much overweighs accuracy late game. Yes, skill means nothing, luck is everything in this game. So we're not going to end this video yet, we are going to fight a boss. Could you have walked this way? Oh no, that's just the way from Ochu. I'll probably just cut out repeat fights because we don't need to see them all the time. No, yeah, that's just the way Ochu was. Okay, so we're just going to walk up this way. Also, just got enough spheres to go through Lulu's section of the sphere grid. Oh no, not the bees. Also, this is a new fight, I guess you'd call it. We've got the bees now. And the bees, I do not know what they drop. I think they just drop power spheres. Do these things poison you? I'm gonna need to use Waka anyway.
I could take care of those alone, huh?
Yeah, you can. Vulnerable to ice, watch out for poison. Yeah, okay, so yeah, they do poison. Now here's where the thing is useful. Like, this one just attacked, and this one didn't. You can see with the thing on the right that is C, and then Titus and Una will take a turn after A as well, which is the plant. We don't care about the plant. So you can kill C, and you can save yourself a bit of time. Which means that you technically, in theory, could save face if Titus manages to kill this wasp. Titus's accuracy isn't bad. It's not as good as Waka's is, but you know what? Let's try. Nope.
Don't strain yourself. I'll handle the bird.
It's not a bird. It's a fucking wasp. Jeez, you idiot. You idiot. If only Una had Prey this early on. Prey is actually a terrible skill, but it's useful, like, later on. And I'm gonna let Waka take this poison hit just to show you how bad it is. There you go, 204 damage. Nice dodge. Alright, I have had about enough of you. Do I want a Cure or a Sooner? You know what, I'll Cure Waka and then just take him out. I do want Titus to get more overdrives. You know what, let me show off Lulu's attack. Most pointless thing ever. Okay, goodbye. And yes, I kind of am feeding Titus kills, but it doesn't really matter who kills it.
Told ya!
Told ya! Yeah, nice. And Waka learns a new ability, Aim, which pretty much just increases accuracy. It's kind of useless, but it does have its uses. So I just contradicted myself. So let us go. I don't think there's any Albed Primes around here anywhere. Is there a safe sphere around here? Yes, there is. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, oh. These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
Notice there's nothing up there. Oh, ho, ho.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Una, if you would.
Ready?
Flashbacks to Kingdom Hearts.
Ah, huh? Hey!
You can talk to Kimari and Lulu here. Kimari says absolutely nothing, and Lulu says, kids. So you are locked in those.
Kids.
That's how good I remember this. Save time. Okay, let's go. We obviously lost the race.
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Oh god, tentacle hentai. Save yourself, Lulu and Una. Okay, so here is Sinspawn Gano. I believe that's how you pronounce it because weird words with X at the end of their name. So, Sinspawn Gano is vulnerable to magic. However, these tentacles absorb magic, as you can see up there. Which means that you need to, you know, pretty much just hit the tentacles first. Oh, nice, great. So Una's kind of useless here for now. Interestingly enough, this Gano is weak in the terms of the fact that it doesn't really have much defense. It is armored, so you need a piercing weapon. And Kimari's weapon does have piercing, so that means that he can attack with, like, no repercussion. Still does piss poor damage, though. Also, you can attack the tentacles with Lulu's magic, because the tentacles only absorb magic on Gano. Another crit. Too bad the tentacles actually have fairly decent defense. And just kill the thing. There we go. Now Lulu can use magic. Black magic fire. 466. After taking 500 damage, he comes out of his shell. Much like me, this is how I look in the morning. Tentacles and all. Okay, Lulu, you are no longer useful. Okay, so I'm going to use Titus's overdrive here. Just get that overdrive counter up to 10. 10 is when he gets his next overdrive, which is a lot more useful than his current one. Could just spam overdrives here. You know what, yeah, let me use Seed Cannon to show how little damage it does. 313, it kinda sucks. Hey, water. Alright, you get out of here. Alright, I want to get his HP a little lower. I could have silenced him with Waka, but don't need to. We are going to overkill this guy. I don't think he even drops anything worth having, though. He's got Staccato, the Tentacle Rape attack. That should be enough. And we're going to use Lulu. This is still kind of a tutorial boss. So we're going to use Valor 4, and he has his overdrive. Did I show off Energy Blast? By the way, I'm never going to use Energy Ray because Energy Ray is just straight up worse than Energy Blast, which we got back in Besaid. I may have already said this, however. Nice ring you got there, Yuna. Okay, Energy Blast. Also notice that Energy Blast is significantly slower than Energy Ray in terms of turns you get. That's because it is way more powerful. This is almost definitely enough to kill. Aeons are significantly stronger than your characters, pretty much. That is until midway through the game when your characters start catching up. And late game, your characters just trump Aeons in every single way. Look, 2,809 damage. Even Titus with 5 cheers and his overdrive couldn't deal half that damage. And the ground is forever shattered. Where are you, Dado and Letty?
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Don't take that out of context.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
You cannot move there. I will move every chance I get. Yeah, he just drops some ability spheres and power spheres. Not like we don't have enough of those already. And Yuna gets a ring from him, which has Dark Ward, which doesn't really matter because Yuna doesn't use physical attacks. Sphere grid time, and we can move Yuna one slot into an open node. Very useful. Okay, let's not accidentally use the MP spheres. Hang on, do I have one of every sphere type? Mana, power, ability, speed. Yeah, I'll just use the auto sort button soon. What is this ability? Is this provoke? Yes, it is provoke. Provoke is kind of useless. It makes one enemy be forced to attack the person who cast it, aka Titus. Titus isn't really a tank, so it isn't that useful. But it has a few situations where provoke is god tier. I will talk about these later. Let me just sort auto. Oh, I still have 3 grenades. Nice. Also, you can use the map here. And this shows you a map of Spira. A lot of people don't realize this. So we start at the very bottom of Besaid, then we go to Kilika, and then we go up a bit into Luca. And we're going to go along that long, windy path. And, yep, that's pretty much where we're going to go. And up the very top is Zanarkand. So there we go. What else do I have? I have potions, high potions. I could probably sell a few of these to get money to give to a walker. I need 9,001 gil to give to him, and I have 7,126. Probably going to take me some time. But for now, we are going to go back and save, because I think that's enough for this episode. I don't know how long it's gone on for, but I still am pretty tired, so yeah, let's just save. So I'll see you guys in the next video, where we will be going into Kilika Temple and doing the Cloister of Trials there. So, yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.